Yo. What is really good? So, if you couldn't tell by the title of the stream, I'm talking about my nigga gang, Bege. My nigga Capone. And Capone Bege has become one of my favorite characters in the whole Cake Island arc. Mainly because pre-time skip, supernova wise, people didn't give a damn about him. Out of the 13, he was literally easily at the bottom tier. They didn't think much of him at all. They thought it was weak. They thought his devil fruit was asshole. They thought all he had was a bunch of fodder in his crew. Like no one gave a damn about Capone. But the transition from Zoe and Whole Cake has changed people's mind a little bit. We learned Capone's little backstory basically and everything about him. Capone started off as a mob lord, basically very Godfather esque. Started off as a mob lord. I believe it was 6 of them. And he worked his way up until basically he, no matter what the method was, brutally got rid of every single mob lord, which is impressive. So until he was the number one guy, and they made it known that every time there's someone ahead of him, Capone is going to make it a point to take that position of power, which is what he's trying to do with Big Mom and basically kill her at the wedding. Capone, strength wise, people sleep on Capone. I think they sleep on Capone because, in my opinion, he's in the top tier of the supernovas. He's he So let's talk fire and power, right? Um, Capone, in my opinion, has the power to have hockey coated bullets. Um, if we're talking about feats, he was able to injure Peckham's, even turtle shell and all. They thought he killed him, but he didn't. Um, was also able to um injure Oven with the shot to the face. I thought that was pretty cool. That was impressive also because he shot that from a distance. And it looked like it was a normal bullet, but I think that also involved his power and ended up being a giant cannonball of sorts, which is ridiculous. Capone has an interesting power. And also his crew is not a bunch of pushovers as one would think. I don't think Gotti and Vito are weak by any means. By any means. They also took out Bobbins, which I'm not saying it's a great feat, but ended up taking him out. Sneaker not. Durability wise, Big Father. And when he goes in a giant castle form, that's pretty impressive. Big Father was, I wouldn't say tank a Big Mom attack because it hurt him severely, but he survived nonetheless. Big Father was pretty impressive defensively. But here's another thing that goes into me thinking that Capone is pretty strong, and it is his stratagem. He's very intellectual. No matter how you think about it, he's got a very good power of strategy. He came up with that entire plan to take down Big Mom, especially using these couple of years to weasel his way into becoming the rook of the Big Mom Pirates and becoming her head of security. That was literally all of his plan. And then he didn't even plan on the Straw Hats coming, but the Straw Hats coming just furthered his plan and he incorporated them, which made everything go more smoothly. He came up with the breaking the Mother Caramel picture. He came up with Caesar creating the poison bombs. He came up with crashing the wedding at the most opportune time. He came up with the time frame for which they would be able to execute the plan. He came up with how long they'd be able to get in and get out. He came up with Caesar having the mirror and being able to get them out and be able to fly them out. He came up with all that. He's very intellectual when it comes to that. And on top of that, my man's a swab. He said, y'all not finna come into my meeting looking like some ragtag motherfuckers. Y'all gonna all wear suits, y'all gonna be as fly as I am when we roll through. Another cool thing about him is his sense of loyalty to not only his gang, but his wife as well. Because Oven threatened him when he had Chiffon. And he was just like, turn yourself in right now. I have your wife. You're not finna touch Capone's wife. Bang! Shot Oven in the face. That's not gonna go down like that. And he said, guess what, Paz? This is how your father does things. I'm a fan of Capone Beige. I am curious to see how things go down. He also had one of the coolest ships in the series, the Nostra Costello. Sad to see it go, but he left on his fire tank, which I call it the fire tank because he's called the Fire Tank Pirates. Whenever he goes tank mode, I call it the fire tank. Um, he's him being in a mob, he's very good at negotiating, which is why Sanji had no choice but to. He gave him an offer he couldn't refuse. If you dig what my reference is, he's very persuasive. Going forward, I'm curious to see how they're even going to get out of here. Possibly the German fleet. I don't think the Germans very cool with him. It's also funny because he's the reason the German didn't even have their raid suits at the party in the first place. Obviously, he was doing his job and playing a role, but they might be salty about that. I'm not sure. Um, Capone, I don't think he should be slept on. I think he could compete with a many number of the supernovas with his intelligence alone. He knows how to utilize his surroundings. He's not by no means is he an idiot. Um, yeah, that's pretty much all I have for Capone Beige. Short video here. Um, throw me a like if you agree with me about Capone being in the top six of the supernovas. If you don't agree, that's fine. Join Discord, we can talk about it some more if you want. And we fucking gone.